Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. More Michael Myers action for you. Going to take a look at the pretty much completed two different versions of 1/6 scale Michael Myers from the 2018 Halloween movie. Both head sculpts are by LEGIO7 Workshop on Facebook. I have painted and haired this one myself, and I had this one professionally rehaired, and I painted the mask again myself. And the coveralls on both figures are put together by Tanila's Customs. We'll get into that in a minute. And I'm going to give you a nice good look at both. Just curious to know which one you think, which one do you prefer the look of. But wait until the end of the video, check out all the footage and the pictures, and let me know what you think. Now, so as to not distract you too much, I've taken the head sculpts off the bodies, just so we can take a look at the coveralls. Now, both sets of coveralls here were put together by Tanila's Customs, and they are very different though. These originally were my D-Night exclusive 78 coveralls. I have another pair which are over here. So you can see the slight color difference. These are just the straight kind of charcoal gray for the 78 Myers. And over here, these ones have been dyed blue. I suppose I should take them over. Just let you see any color difference. Yeah, so there is a color difference there. Obviously this is more charcoal grey, this has a bit more of a blue tinge to it, but they were originally the exact same coveralls. The pocket flap there has been switched to the other side to make it accurate to the 2018 film. However, the shape of the flap is slightly inaccurate. As you can see here, the 2018 flap has this kind of point to it. So the only thing that isn't really accurate here is the fact that it just goes straight across. But I can live with that, it's just a little detail. Now, I do actually think that this color is more accurate to the actual movie. I know that all the NECA figures in the poster makes it look like it's navy blue. But, when he walks through the kitchen after he hammers that poor lady, you get a nice bright close-up shot of his back as he's walking past her at the kitchen table. And, I mean, I've checked. Like, it's the exact same color. Now, it is nighttime now, so we've just got the light shining from above, so it might make things look a little bit different. But I do believe that these converted D-Night exclusive coveralls are slightly more accurate as far as color goes. Alright, here is my version 1, LEGIO7, rehaired, and actually repainted the mask myself and inserted the eyes. Got the dead eye over on his left. Really accurate looking mask. I think I still kind of prefer this one overall for the 2018 look. I mean, just the shape and the proportions and everything. This one just looks a little bit more legit. And here is the version 2, which I've recently finished painting. Well, I say finished. You're never really finished. You're always going to go back and tweak things, adjust things, add things, take things away. There's only so many times you can do that with a sculpt, really, before it starts to get a bit ridiculous. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. The nose, the kind of discoloration under his nose might be a little bit too intense on this one. But that's an easy fix. Just give that a little bit of a whitewash, and just adjust the things you need to adjust. It's tricky. There's so many reference pictures out there for the 2018 mask, but there were a few of them that they used in the movie, and I'm sure there's slight, subtle differences between each and every one of them. But but they're both great. I mean, it's personal taste. Get in touch with LEGIO7. Get one of these sculpts. Choose one, whichever one you think's looks the best for you personally. Did a good job with the hair on this one. I'm really proud of that. It's my first, not my first time, but my first real time, really using the real stuff like mohair and getting my technique down, getting it all looking right. Yeah, I do love this one. I absolutely love it. It's just when you've got the version 1 and 2 to compare it to, you're constantly going back and forth when you look at it, thinking, oh, I like this about that one, I like that about this one. It's nice to have both. But there you go. It's the version 2, recently almost finished by me. It's a really subtle thing as well, but I do think the where the sleeve sort of stops on this version as well is exact. It's the exact point that it kind of stops in the movie. Whereas these ones are fine as well. It's just little things like that. Just I noticed that, and I always notice that in the movie. I think to myself, maybe James G. Courtney's got long arms, because I mean the coveralls fit him perfectly, but in the movie, whenever you see him holding something, his sleeve always stops around right at this point. Whereas these ones come down just a little bit more, but it's a very small thing. But it is all the little small things that make up, perfection. So there you go. But we have over here the kind of bell chain that came with the coveralls by Tennille, and also the knife made by Dave, and these were made by Dave as well from Tennille's Customs. However, the hands are the 3-0 official Michael Myers figure hands. I just like these ones for holding onto this chain. I know they're a bit too gory considering how his hands looked in the movie, but I like these. They just look really bloody when they're on him, so that's cool. And then over here, sorry about all the different random pumpkins everywhere. I really need to sort out this collection and just find a way to display it practically. There's a lot of different stuff. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I probably should make this one big long, all dedicated to Myers shelf, like all of it. You really do need all the space to display things properly. But we've also got a blown off fingers hand here. This one I did myself. It's pretty gory. Look at that, man. It's gross. Damn, focus. Come on. Well, anyway, that's how that looks. So that's the one I did myself. That's a bit more of a relaxed looking blown off fingers hand. Then this one was from David Tucker at Sea Creations, and that's more of a kind of like one of those grabbing hands, and that is really gory. So I've got two different blown off finger hands that I do like to interchange sometimes. Like I say, you've got a more relaxed version and a more of a grabbing version. So you've got the the hammer, which is here. That's incredible. Just get the detail on that for you. Again, that's David Tucker at Sea Creations. An amazing hammer there. Now, I've got word from Fergo, the master of making knives. He is the one that made this beautiful case here. He makes the Fergo, beautiful knives from the 78 Classic. He also does all kinds of other knives. So I've got a 2018 knife coming from Fergo, a hammer coming from Fergo, a big 78 knife coming for this guy from Fergo, and a few other little treats, also including a Fergo knife for the NECA figure there as well. So that's all apparently shipping tomorrow, so hopefully it won't be too long before I can show you that stuff. Gosh, was it John Pearson? Is that the name? This pumpkin here? It's John Pearson. Pretty sure it was. He makes amazing pumpkins, man, and this is the 2018 version. So you can find John Pearson on Facebook. Also check out the channel because I reviewed this pumpkin and the other one that he made here as well. That's amazing. Made those boots myself. Yeah, man, I'm getting pretty nifty at this custom stuff. Hairing this head myself, painting it myself. I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, the hair looks good, man. So, do you know what I've been thinking? Why don't I just rehair my spare Joker head myself as well? I mean, I can repaint that other head and hair it. I reckon I can do that. So, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll keep you posted on that one. I'm not going to rush into it, but I think I could do it. You gotta believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it, and maybe you can do it. You never know. Look at that. Oh, and I'm also getting a Hobo Knife for my Hobo. So he's got an awesome knife already, so that will be the bloody version. And then the knife that Fergo is sending is the movie accurate. That's a movie accurate one as well. But it's so good, man. His work with the knives, it's incredible. Wait till you see it, man. It's a proper shrunk down real hunting knife. It's crazy. It's super clean. So that'll be my bloody version for when I want the bloody look. and have a super clean one as well. So that's all coming up soon on the channel. I don't know if I mentioned this in another video, but that's why I put those two big NECA figures on a higher shelf, even though it doesn't really work. Certain figures look a lot better when they're high up, and other figures look great when they're a bit lower down. And I think this is one of those figures. Whenever I have it down on this shelf here, I keep looking at it thinking, it doesn't look right, it doesn't look right. But then as soon as I put it on this shelf and I'm looking up at it, this is like kind of the angle that picture, you know, before the film came out when we saw him in the closet. And this is that kind of angle, and I really think it looks a lot like that moment. Obviously it's not lit anywhere near the same as that. Let me just hit the brightness, or turn the lights down a little bit. Get nice and moody. See if that affects things. Nice and dark. But yeah, I think this figure in particular definitely looks better on a higher shelf, so I'm gonna need to think about how I'm gonna display things, because obviously all these posters and frames and all the various Halloween stuff is all on this wall here, so I don't really want to have to start moving around the framed artwork. So I don't know, maybe I should just spread everything out and mix it all up and just have different things in different places. I don't know. But, you know, like I said, certain figures definitely look better higher up than lower down, and this is one of the ones. As soon as you put this on a higher shelf, the likeness is absolutely dead on. Everything about it looks dead on when he's, you know, at this kind of angle. Then you take him and you put him down here where he's sort of intended to be, and because he's low down now, it just doesn't, well, it does look good, but I don't know. I'm just obsessing, you know how it is. Okay. Alright folks, I'll let you enjoy the footage that I shot outdoors today of the two 2018 figures. I also did this recently. It was originally one of those Once Customs key rings, and the hair was bright orange, the mask was completely different, you know, color and stuff, so I just wanted to make it, you know, try and make it look like when the boyfriend wears it at the beginning of the first Rob Zombie Halloween, before it gets all, you know, before Michael Myers ever puts it on. Nice and clean, and got the hair looking right. So there's a cool little technique for getting the hair to look really accurate. I use something called Myers dust, which I'll explain to you guys in a future video. And now just enjoy the footage of these two. Lots of photography and different angles outside in the daylight. And don't forget to let me know in the comments which one you prefer the look of out of these two. You can just refer to this one as the V1 and this one as the V2. And if you could remember to drop a like on the video, it'll help out the video and help more people discover it. Appreciate that, folks. Alright, enjoy the video. See you soon. Bye-bye.